Well, congratulations to you ladies. I have my Cassie-inspired manicure here. It's not the full colors of the rainbow like she has, but I wanted to paint my nails for this interview.
So brilliant.
Yes, I love the movie so much. And we are in my home office. Carey, I also have a Pink Drive poster.
Oh,
That's
wow.
normally on that wall, but I had to show it to you because of the color.
Oh.
It's so cute. But yes, yes.
Collection of posters I've ever seen in my life.
I should have a Killing Eve poster up here as well because I'm a huge fan of that as well.
By the way, my wife interviewed you both earlier. She had the nails. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's got the best poster collection in the world.
That was the best poster collection in the world. And
room in your house right now?
She's right here. She's literally still standing here. Wait,
That's so funny.
And I do the interviews down here, and she does them upstairs. And Carey, I had to show this to you real fast because we both love Drive. I have.
Oh my God! Where did you get that?
Where did you get it? It was online somewhere years ago. I wear it every winter. People stop me all the time, like, "What is that from?" I'm like, "You got to see Drive. It's the greatest movie ever made." So, all right. So it's cool. The movie that made us, we fell in love with that movie. So congratulations. This is the movie that bonded us. We're both film critics. So
I have so many questions for the two of you. I love the scene in the movie where Cassie is doing her own makeup in the mirror. And whenever I see an actor do their makeup like that, I'm always wondering if they're actually doing the makeup themselves for that scene. So Carey, when you're doing the makeup in that particular scene, or when Cassie's doing the makeup to get into character, is that you actually doing the makeup in the movie on yourself?
Someone has done me to that point, and then I'm sort of doing the final. Yeah, no, we had a brilliant hair and makeup team who did all of that, and then I was sort of come in the last minute with the lipstick and smear it off.
Smear it. I was wondering if that was some sort of Harley Quinn reference, because I know Margot Robbie produced it. It all just made me think of Harley Quinn, the way she smeared her makeup in the mirror like that. Emerald, was that a reference at all?
It wasn't actually. It wasn't. It was, and it was a sort of coincidence because obviously all this came out because before this, we shot it before Birds of Prey or Joker came out. But I think, for me, it was kind of like, this is a girl who's supposed to look sort of incredibly gorgeous, but she's also got to give off the idea that she's wrecked. And so this idea of putting on this perfect face and then this thing that kind of will indicate that all is not well, to kind of, I don't know, communicate that to people in clubs seemed kind of a good shortcut to tell us where she's going, what she's doing.
No, definitely. Well, I obviously want to talk about the amazing soundtrack because it's so good. I have a Britney Spears poster here in my home office as well. So I'm wondering for you guys, Emerald, when you were writing this script, was it always your plan to have the use of Toxic in the score throughout that? And also, Carey, did you know Paris Hilton's Stars Are Blind, or did you have to learn the lyrics? Because I know a little bit of the chorus, but I don't know all of the lyrics that she does. So Carey, I'll start with you. Did you know that song already?
I knew and loved the song, but I have to say I didn't know the lyrics line by line because they are actually quite difficult to learn.
Yes.
So we had them printed out, and it was our homework, Beau and I, to go home and try and learn the sort of slightly tricky lyrics. But I knew and loved the song, and it is, and actually sort of love it even more now because it carries all these lovely memories.
That sounds like the best rehearsal time ever as an actor, to learn Paris Hilton's Stars Are Blind. Emerald, for you, was that always that? Did you always have that song in the script? And did you always want to have Toxic, Britney Spears, and even Raining Men? The whole soundtrack is perfect. I want to listen to it on repeat.
So much. Well, yes, a lot of it was in the script. So a lot of the songs that we ended up with, Charlie XCX's Boys and Something Wonderful from The King and I, and obviously Britney Spears. I made a playlist that actually I sent to Carey, that I sent to everyone with the script. So they kind of just got the idea that this movie, even if on paper it seemed very kind of difficult and maybe grey, and it was going to feel kind of heightened and poppy to look at. So yeah, I just couldn't believe we just had the best music supervisors and the best record company capital in the world, and they just got us all these incredible songs, and it was
It's so good. Well, last question for you both. I mean, there's so many empowering scenes, and Cassie is such a layered character. I absolutely love the scene, even in the opening credits, where she's walking down, she's getting catcalled, and she has her jelly donut and just staring at those guys. So I'm wondering, for the two of you, did you create a specific story for Cassie from Nina's death to the point where we meet her in the film as it starts, because she has gone down this path for some time, but we only meet her at this point. So Carey, what was your kind of character development and how you wanted to play her in regards to having those conversations with Emerald?
Yeah, I think it, all of it was just conversations that we had. Emerald and I just got on so well from our first meeting, and I had so much faith in the vision that she had for the film. And it was just the most incredible script, and it was the most, the collection of ideas with the music and the way that it was going to look. So then we just got to talking, and it was just a lot of conversations of what her life had led, what had happened in her life that had led her to that point. And so, yeah, I think a lot of that stuff sort of lives in our minds, and the vast majority of it sort of never really makes it to the screen or to the cinema, but it's kind of something that just the two of us knew. And that was a way of kind of, we understood a lot about Cassie that's sort of underneath the surface.
Well, thank you both so much for your time. Emerald, I want Villanelle and Eve to be together. I hope that those are your thoughts as well. I can't wait to see what happens. Do you want them to be together? Because I'm rooting for them.
You know what? It's so difficult, isn't it? I mean, there's a part of us that it's completely irresistible. But then there's another part of us that knows that it's just so dangerous. So, like all good love stories, it could go either way. And who knows? I'm so excited to see.
Yes. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. This is in my top 10 of the year, and I've seen over 80 films this year. I appreciate you both so much, and thank you for supporting female journalists, because I was excited to cover this film. So thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.